Okay, let's just get right into it. If you've spent any time at all searching for ways to make money online, you've seen it. You've waded through this ocean of gurus promising you the world with things like affiliate marketing or drop shipping. Well, you're in the right place because frankly, most of that advice is totally useless for where the world is actually going.
You know, as investor Dan Martell puts it, a lot of what you're being told just doesn't work anymore. The game has been completely changed by AI. Old strategies are dying off, and totally new opportunities are popping up. But the real problem is, how do you tell what's real and what's just a dead end? Well, that's exactly what we're about to figure out.
So, to cut through all that noise, we're going to break it all down. First, we'll visit the guru graveyard to see what to ignore. Then we're going to sort every single online business model into 4 simple buckets: the trash, easy money, medium scale, and the hard empire. And stick around because at the end, we're going to cover the one single rule that determines whether you actually succeed or not.
So, welcome to the Guru Graveyard. This is basically where old, busted online business ideas go to die. And to make sure you don't get trapped here, you need a map. Our map is super simple, 4 distinct buckets. This framework is going to let us categorize everything out there so you can see where the real gold is hidden.
All right, let's start with the most important bucket of all, because this one is going to save you a ton of time, a ton of money, and a ton of headaches. This is bucket number 1, the trash. These are the models you need to run away from, fast. Now, what's so sneaky about the stuff in this bucket is how good it looks on the surface. These models are designed to look easy, promising you these quick, simple wins. But the reality? It's bleak. Your actual income potential is 0, or you might even lose money. You'll waste months chasing a ghost, and they are, quite literally, good for no one.
And here are the usual suspects. You've got stuff like NFT flipping. I mean, come on, that gold rush is over. Day trading, where you're up against algorithms that pretty much guarantee you're going to lose. MLMs, which are almost always structured so only the people at the tippy top make a dime. And then you have these low-level tasks like basic data entry or captioning that AI can already do way better and faster than any human. Seriously, trying to build a business here is like trying to race across the ocean in a car. You're using the wrong vehicle.
So, to protect yourself, just use this simple 3-question filter. Ask yourself these for any idea you see. If you get a yes on even one of them, guess what? It belongs in the trash bucket. Don't even think about it. Just move on. All right, trash is out of the way. Now let's get to our first real category. This is bucket number 2, easy money. This is where you can realistically shoot for your first $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Look, this isn't get rich quick. This is about getting your first real win, building some actual skills, and getting momentum. It's the perfect place to start.
And the numbers here are way more promising, right? We're looking at a totally realistic income of 5 to 10K a month. The difficulty is low, you can actually start getting paid in 30 to 60 days, and it's perfect for beginners. You don't need some fancy degree, you just need to learn a simple skill and actually do the work.
So, what does this actually look like? Well, think about it. How many creators out there desperately need someone to do basic short-form video editing? Or how about the thousands of small businesses that would happily pay you right now to set up an AI chatbot so they can handle customer questions? Every single one of these is a simple skill that gives a business immediate value. They'll gladly pay for.
Okay, so once you've got a skill down and you're making money consistently, it's time to level up. Welcome to bucket number 3, medium scale. Here, the potential is jumping up to between $10,000 and $50,000 a month. And this is the big shift. You move from just doing tasks to solving real, high-value business problems.
You can see the income potential takes a huge leap here, all the way up to 50 grand a month. Now, it does take a little more time, maybe 3 to 12 months, and it definitely requires more skill. But the key difference is that you're not just selling your time anymore. Now you're tying what you do directly to a business's results, like making them more money or helping them grow.
The businesses in this bucket, they solve much bigger problems. So instead of just editing one video, maybe you're running an AI content agency that handles the entire strategy. Instead of just answering a few emails, you're building out an AI-powered growth system on LinkedIn for CEOs. You see the difference? You're creating solutions, not just checking off a to-do list. And that's why you get paid way more.
And this is a perfect example of the opportunity. As AI just floods the internet with more and more generic, low-quality stuff, premium skills become incredibly valuable. Being the person who can deliver that professional polish, that thing that separates the amateurs from the pros, well, that puts you in a whole different league.
And that brings us to the final bucket. This one's for the people who don't just want an income, they want to build an asset. Something that's bigger than them, something that could literally change their entire family's future. This is bucket number 4, the hard empire.
Now, let's be real. This is the highest level of difficulty. This isn't about just learning a new skill anymore. This is about building systems, mastering leadership, and thinking in decades, not days. But as you can see, the potential reward, it's just on a completely different planet. Yeah, we're talking about the potential for $1 million or more per month. This isn't just a job. This is about building a true financial asset, a company that is so valuable someone else would pay a fortune to buy it from you.
But let's be crystal clear about something. You don't get that insane growth without the long, flat, boring part of the hockey stick first. The first few years are just about investing, reinvesting, and recommitting, over and over and over, especially when it feels like nothing's happening. That exponential curve only kicks in after you've survived the grind.
The plays in this bucket look different. We're talking about building your own software, buying boring, old-school businesses and completely transforming them with AI, or building a massive personal brand to generate deal flow, kind of like what we've seen from guys like Mr. Beast or Logan Paul. So there you have it, our 4 buckets. But you know what? None of this means anything if you fall into the one trap that kills more businesses than anything else combined.
And this is it. The real enemy is not picking the wrong idea. It's shiny object syndrome. Most people fail because they jump from bucket to bucket or from idea to idea inside a bucket every few weeks. They are constantly hitting the reset button on their progress, starting over at 0, and they never ever stick with one thing long enough to actually see it succeed.
So the whole point, the antidote to all of this, is a commitment. A commitment to 1,000 days of focused action. That's a little under 3 years. Pick one path from one of the good buckets and just stick with it. I promise you, that single decision to just focus will increase your odds of success more than anything else you do. Period.
And that really brings us to the final idea here. By definition, winners lose way more than losers, because they're in the game long enough to take those hits and just keep moving forward. So the question for you isn't whether you're going to face problems, you will. The real question is, are you ready to commit, to focus, and to stay in the game long enough to actually win?